Hey guys, it's Lushy. I just wanted to jump on here today because I am so excited. A new trailer was released for Tomb Raider Legacy of Atlantis this morning during State of Play. I thought we could go through it together because I noticed a few interesting details. So we open on this beautiful shot in the Lost Valley, which seems almost entirely outdoors now. This was already featured quite a bit in the first trailer, but this specifically looks like the waterfall that will lead to Qualopec's tomb.
Been halfway across the continent looking for you.
And straight into the Sphinx, and I do think this is the City of Commune Sphinx, just based on the size and the fact that there's some water in the front here. We're also getting a voiceover from Larson, one of the character reveals for this trailer.
Hard woman to track down.
Now, I'm fairly certain this will be the intro sequence, the approach to the caves. I am hoping we'll get a bigger puzzle to open the door. Anniversary did a lot of elaboration, and one of the really cool things from that was the playable intro. So I'm hoping they expand on that further. And if you look at the footage here, it does look like gameplay.
Well, you found me.
I love this shot so much. She's so, just comfortable. And she does not look pleased that Larson found her. That hard gaze is just, what do you want this time? I wonder if we'll get any insight into their history, a possible reference to the events in Chronicles, perhaps. More shots from the opening level. I'm very glad that they're focusing a lot on the early levels and not just spoiling things for shock value.
Ms. Croft.
This looks like the very first arrow trap from that first hallway. And this outfit is so cool. It's a bit more functional in the snow, but also quite reminiscent of her outfits in Legend. We're also hearing our second character reveal, Natla. I've been so excited to see how they do her in this game, so I'm really pleased that she's included here. And the acrobatics are back. That sequence was such a callback to the Lao era. And then a quick shot of this lever, which also seems very inspired by Anniversary. Now, this shot I'm not too sure on. Perhaps the entrance to Vilcabamba leads downwards now? That could make sense if we're starting up in the mountains and heading down more into the valley. The skylights remind me of the side sections above the door in the original, but we've seen how they're changing things up a bit, so it's very hard to tell. Regardless, it's a really cool shot. Here we have the bear fight under the bridge in the caves, which seems a bit more intimidating this time around. I'm very curious how the combat will feel. It doesn't look like we'll have to manually aim, but the shooting has been a bit slow from what we've been shown. That being said, they have just been shooting to the beat for the trailer, so I don't know what I'm hoping for specifically, but I am glad to see a return to the lock-on kind of combat personally.
This isn't about glory or money or making the world a better place.
Now, this could be the opening to the Egypt or Greece section. I am going to guess Egypt because the following shot is also from the Egypt levels. You can see these wooden structures, and they're included in some screenshots that were released earlier. But there are similar structures in Greece, as we'll see later, so hard to tell. But the next shot is Egypt, and it's with a new puzzle. I'm so excited to see what kinds of things they've added in terms of puzzles, because that'll really keep it fresh for returning players.
World a better place. This is a puzzle.
Back to the valley, and we are seeing another new take on a puzzle. This time it's the cogs. I wonder if we'll still need to explore and find cogs to add, or if it will just be a case of climbing and reassembling.
You don't strike me as someone who walks past a locked door without wondering what's behind it.
Almost certainly what's behind it is the Tomb of Qualopec. Looking at the mural on the door, I would guess that this is Qualopec here with his many legs and his piece of the Skion behind the waterfall. So then I would hazard a guess that this is Tihoken. He did have some spiky bits on his back in the Anniversary edition, so maybe that could be what this is depicting. And the third piece, of course, is in the sanctuary, so I'm guessing that's what this is, a kind of temple. I can't quite place all of these, but that's my speculation so far.
There's a reason I can only trust you with this.
Natla! She looks so cool. A much more modern feel, but still very faithful to the character, I think. I've seen a few people mention that she sounds like Sarah Michelle Gellar, and I agree. But we'll just have to wait and see for official confirmation. Now we have a quick shot of Greece, and this is very interesting. Again, we're seeing signs that Lara isn't the first one here, and unless this is a very strange Pierre redesign, we have other human enemies running around. That would be a bit disappointing for me. I really love that Lara is just like alone for the majority of the game, but it could also just be a small section. The dinosaurs look incredible. I am so excited, particularly for the Lost Valley. Like I said in my playthrough of Tomb Raider 1, it's one of my all-time favorite levels. We've also got some different constructions going on, much like the anniversary version of Vilcabamba. Maybe instead of just having a temple here, there were people who lived in the valley itself. Entering Qualipec's tomb, and here he is. He still has his spidery legs, but he seems to be missing his guards. A lovely introduction to the Panthers in Egypt. If they're getting this cinematic of an introduction, I wonder how they'll reveal other enemies later. Here we are underwater in Greece. This one is a bit hard to place, as is the next shot here. The structures look like Greece, but there were not many outdoor areas. I would guess somewhere between the Colosseum and Palace Midas. We do have another shot here in a garden, followed by the statue of Midas itself, so I would lean towards that. And of course, Midas's hand has conveniently fallen off again. This architecture looks to be back in Peru, so perhaps we'll have to make a daring escape after removing the ski on there.
Gotta say, you captured your good side.
And there he is. It's Larson. He really looks like a, how can I say this nicely? He looks annoying, but in a great way for his character. I am so excited to see his cutscene in Peru. And this is it. This is the reason that I wanted to make a video on this. Curtis Trent mentioned. I know that this is probably just an Easter egg, but come on. A girl can dream, right? There are, of course, references here also to Carter Bell and Dr. Whitman, but I mean, next to Curtis, who cares?
You're assuming I've got a bad side.
Absolute classic Lara sass. I love this line so much. We've got another shot of Greece here, and I'm guessing this will be her hunting and being hunted by Pierre, unless it's a random mercenary. We finally have the release date. It was pushed back to next year, but that just means that it will have more time to be perfected. If we have to wait, we have to wait. They've also shared a list of pre-order bonuses, and there's a more detailed look at the collector's edition on their website. It includes an incredible looking figure of Lara versus a T-Rex and so many other goodies. And they've even added the denim look from Angel of Darkness as a bonus outfit. More teasing about Angel of Darkness. My heart can't take it. Ah. Anyway, that's my little analysis. What did you think? Will you be giving this game a go? Are you a Tomb Raider fan who's been waiting for this day to come? Or will this be your first experience with Lara's 1996 adventure? Let me know. I'm always happy to talk about Tomb Raider. And yeah, thank you so much for watching this little bonus video. I will see you in the next one. Bye!